Today I'll share some of the best tech equipment which I've used in my content creation process in 2025. So hopefully you can take some inspiration from it and maybe learn something new for your own creative needs in 2026. So starting out first with the backpack. Here I have the iFlight FPV Backpack V2. I think it's called the Keeper. I'm not exactly sure about the name, but it's a 35-liter backpack, which is quite large as you can see, but it gets the job done as it can carry everything I needed to carry, and it's on my back every single day. But most importantly, it's modular. So it allows me to quickly change between different modules, because one day I might be filming FPV footage, then the other day I will be just shooting B-roll, the third day I might be shooting some camera footage or with just my regular ground cameras. So being able to quickly swap modules is a big thing for me. These straps right here are super cool for strapping your FPV drones. For example, a drone like this, it's very easy to put it like so, or maybe even here on top, and you can carry many drones with this backpack without any hassle. Side pockets are also great. That's where I use my gimbal and my tripod, which we'll get to in just a second, but this is where I usually put those things. And like I said, it's not something that I carry with me every single time. Depending on what I will be shooting, I might take my gimbal with me or my tripod. It really depends on the situation. So let's just open it up. It opens to the side and reveals everything that it's inside, and also the other pockets here on this side. So let's start with these pockets right here. When I open this up, I usually have my MacBook Pro here, which is currently behind me. It's an M1 Max 16-inch MacBook Pro that I have been using for the past 4 or 5 years now. It's a bulletproof laptop that I can always count on, so it's definitely something that I have with me every single day. On the other pockets here, I have some USB-C cables, which are always necessary. I USB-C everything pretty much. So all my chargers, all my products use USB-C, so I need to have as many as possible. I have more on the other side as well. Just underneath the laptop sleeve, we have one more sleeve where I keep my iPad Pro. This is the M4 Pro version of the iPad, the 11-inch version, which I absolutely love, and I actually picked it up quite recently. I know it's the M5 just came out, but I picked up the M4 version because I don't really need that much power. At the same time, I need it so I can have something that I can write some scripts, write some notes, jot down some additional ideas, have everything productive that I use for my business here on the iPad, so I can plan my content, so I can schedule things, so I can do my thumbnails. I have this Magic Keyboard and kind of have like a mini laptop with me that I can take with me instead of my big 16-inch MacBook Pro. I also recently picked up this Meta pen because it's super cheap, and I didn't fancy paying for the full price for the Apple Pencil Pro or whatever it's called, because it's something that I rarely use. I actually use it for drawing and for sketches here and there, for coloring. That's also something that I do nowadays when I need to unwind and actually relax a little bit. It's a very relaxing thing that I highly advise you to check out if you're into that. I have a cap here for checking my white balance, which is something that I always keep here. And that's it for this section of the backpack. The other side of the backpack is divided into two sections. First is what I call the non-negotiable section, which is where I keep all of my stuff no matter what, because I wanted to have it with me in case I happen to need it. So starting out first with the first compartment, which is where I keep my Osmo Pocket 3 with all the different accessories, an additional DJI Mic 2, the little tripods and everything. No need for introduction of this device. It's an amazing device that I'm a huge fan of for vlogging or for some cinematic shots that need to be stable. This is what I am counting on. Next, I have the Viltrox lens that I recently picked up. It's a 20mm f2.8 wide-angle lens that I keep with me in case I need my Sony camera on a wider lens. Next, I have the Freewell V&D system. Those filters are magnetic and I use them all the time. So I have the VND filter here, which is super easy to rotate and to kind of adjust depending on the lighting conditions, so you can have natural motion blur. And this is also combined with a CPL filter. So it's a CPL plus VND. And it's something that I keep on my camera when shooting outside 99% of the time. And in another little pouch, I have a mist filter. And this actually gives a really nice glow to your footage if you put it on your lens. For indoor shots, I'm a big fan of that look. Next, I have the DJI Osmo 360. Now, this is something that I recently decided to add to my backpack, and I have to be honest, I still haven't really used it that much, so I can't really say that much about it, but I want to have a 360 camera with me in case I need to. It's not something that I can use every single day, for example, but it's good to have, and sometimes if you need it, but it's not with you, it really sucks. So that's why I have it with me. And the main reason why I have this and not the Insta360 X5 is because of the form factor. I'm a big fan of this rectangular form factor instead of that longer shape of the X5. So that's why I have it here with me. I actually plan to record a video on that next week on some very interesting accessories for the Osmo 360. So be on the lookout for that. Now, next I have my audio setup, which again, I'm currently using the DJI Mic 3, but this is what I use for all of my audio pretty much. I have replaced all of my microphones with this system. It's wireless, it works, and it's amazing. What can I say? Next, we have another small pouch. And this one is really soft, so that's the reason why I keep this inside so it doesn't get scratched up. This is the Osmo Nano, and this is a great camera for capturing POV shots, for some cinematic shots that you want to capture, but from a different perspective. This is why I have it with me, because I actually love this. I put it on my FPV drones, I put it on my cap here so I can capture POV shots, and I love it. This is a great, great camera. Next, I have a SanDisk and a Lexar SSD. So both these SSDs are in constant rotation. I cycle between them all the time because I have a lot of data that I go through all the time. So I back it up and I have it with me in case I need to access some project files or some backups. This is where I have them with me. And finally, from these pockets here, I have the Freewell accessory for storing your SD cards. And also this is like a card reader because it has this built-in cable which allows you to directly connect a card from here directly to your phone, to your computer, to your tablet, whatever you need, you have it here. So I don't really need to use any dongles or anything like that. And I have some backup cards if I ever need them. I can always rely on this. This is a great, great accessory, by the way. And finally, from this non-negotiable part of my backpack, I have the FeelWorld P6 XL monitor. Now, this monitor is a real game changer for me because it allows me to have a little bit better, or should I say a lot better visibility when it comes to seeing what I'm actually recording. My ZV-E1 has a screen, but it's a very small screen, and sometimes it actually might be a little bit confusing when you think something is in focus and it's really not. It's super, super annoying to see it later. So with this monitor here, I can have so much clearer picture of everything that I'm shooting. This combined with a top mounted handle for my cage that I have on my ZV-E1 is a dream accessory because it allows me to quickly rotate it. So if I want to film myself, I can see myself a lot better. And if I'm shooting B-roll, this is actually super convenient as well. So you can put this closer to the ground, still have that swivel and change the perspective of the screen itself and see perfectly what you're filming. So this is always with me when I'm shooting. I miss it so much right now when I'm shooting without it because I really don't see what I'm shooting right now. So I always have this with me when I'm shooting, and this is a big accessory for me that I recently started using, and now I'm never going back without using a monitor like this. It's a huge thing. So this is kind of like the non-negotiable part of my backpack. And now, depending on what project I'm currently filming, if I'm shooting an FPV video, if I'm shooting something else, I am going to switch the other side to what I'm going to need for those specific shoots. So right now I am checking out the new anti-gravity A1 drone, which I have here. I have motion controller here and the goggles, and I have the drone itself in its case, which is super nice. I actually just posted an unboxing of this drone if you want to check it out, and I'm going to post my first impressions of flying this drone very soon as well, so be on the lookout for that. And finally, and let me just put this away, finally I can breathe without this backpack right next to me. And I have this case right here, which is a DJI branded case, which is super cool because it allows me to carry a lot of miscellaneous small things that usually tend to just roll around the backpack, but I have them here secured. So I'm just quickly going to go through them. This is the top mounted handle for my ZV-E1 and for the monitor. So this is by a small rig, and it's super compact, and it allows me to pick this easily, to put this on my camera and pick it up easily and rotate and adjust my monitor with that. Magic arm from Utbit or Utebit, I'm not sure how it's called, but it's a magic arm. I can use this to capture some really interesting and dynamic shots from different perspectives. I have some accessories for mounting my Osmo Nano. This is like the this is actually the cap mount, and this is the magnetic pendant. So I have a few more accessories for mounting the camera, small things like magnetic attachments. I have ND filters for that camera, for the Osmo Nano, ND filters for my O4 Air Unit Pro, which is what I use on my FPV drones. For my 360 camera, I have this selfie stick, which is quite old, but this is what I use. It gets the job done. I have this battery-powered tripod for the Osmo Nano, and this is actually super cool because it not only acts as a handle that you can use for vlogging, but also you can set it up on the ground like so, and adjust the position of the camera and let it sit on the ground or whatever else you want. I have this mount for your mouth. If you want to have some POV shots that are like super close to your face, so you have a little bit wider field of view, this is what you can use. It's a little bit messy though if you use it. And some small things like a screwdriver and some more mounting accessories for all of these things. As you can see, nothing really spectacular, but small things that you might need. And if you don't have them, it sucks. Now you might be wondering, Mike, where are the drones? And of course, the drones are the #1 thing here on this channel, and obviously I go through a lot of different drones. That's the main reason why I don't have a drone in my non-negotiable tools that I have with me and non-negotiable products that I have with me every single day. So I tend to rotate between a couple of different drones, and I'll show you which ones are they. So obviously the #1 drone has this remote controller. It is the Mavic 4 Pro. This is kind of like my only camera drone that I tend to use. Mini 5 Pro, Air 3S, all these other drones, I don't like using them as much as I like using the Mavic 4 Pro. That flexibility, the different cameras that I have, the different lenses, and the way this thing flies, and most importantly, the quality that it's able to capture is something that just reels me in, and I just want to use that. I don't want to use anything else, regardless of its huge weight and being a big pain in the ass to carry around, especially with this remote. I don't care. I don't care about that. I want to have the best quality possible when I need to. So if I need to use a drone, a camera drone, this is what I'll pick 99% of the time. regardless of the weight. It's just how it is. When we talk about FPV, I have a couple of different choices, but I don't want to make this video super long, like I said. So this is my go-to drone if I need to shoot FPV without like having very strict requirements of what type of FPV. For everyday FPV, if you can even call it like this, I use the iFlight Nazgul F5 V3. This is the latest Nazgul 5 that iFlight came out with just recently. I have a video on that as well if you want to check it out. But this is a workhorse. This thing works so good. It's super fast. It's very nimble. At the same time, it's super smooth. That's the reason why I use it. I have a couple of other drones, obviously, but this is one that I can rely on every single time, and I can highly encourage you to check out if you have the need for a one drone that can do it all. This is it. And for my radio of choice, for now at least, I'm using the Radiomaster TX15. This is what I've been using for the past couple of months, ever since this came out. Again, similarly to drones, I tend to go through a lot of different radios. Some are smaller, some are bigger. Right now, I'm loving the TX15, but I know for a fact there will be a new one coming out from a different brand very soon, so I'm excited for that, and that might become my daily driver, who knows. But for now, I'm using the TX15. Big fan of the colors, big fan of the smoothness, the gimbals, the foldable antenna, the display. It's touchscreen, it's colorful, it's bright, and it's doing everything I need to. For now, the TX15 is my radio of choice. Finally, some small accessories which I mentioned in the beginning of the video. The RS4 Mini is my gimbal of choice because I have a small camera. The ZVE one is quite small and compact, so I don't need a big gimbal. I used to rock the RS3 Pro, but I never used it because it was way too bulky and heavy. So that's the reason why I got the RS4 Mini. It's doing a fantastic job, if I can say that. So for now, I'm using the RS4 Mini. I'm happy with it, and I'm using it more than I anticipated. So that's a great thing. And finally, my tripod of choice. Again, I'm not using it right now since I'm using another one to record the video, and I can show it to you. But this is the Freewell all-in-one tripod, which is, I'm not sure if it was 4-in-1, 5-in-1, or whatever they're marketing it for, but this is a very modular tripod that is super lightweight. Again, if you can see the main theme of my, like, everything I do, I try to have it as light as possible, maybe without the drone, which I don't care about the weight for it that much. But other than that, I try to make everything as light and as portable as possible so I can carry it around with me every single day. So this is a very sturdy tripod that is not moving at all when you set it on the ground. You can remove all of those different legs and kind of create some different variations of this. You can use it as a monopod. You can use it with very wide open legs. And it's just sturdy and it works well and it's not super heavy. That's the main reason why I like it. I'm going to link everything here that you saw in the description below. It's going to be a lot of work to put everything in the description, but if you're wondering about something, you will find it there. So with that being said, guys, this is everything I carry with me, and this is some of the best tech that I have used in 2025 and I'm planning to continue using in 2026. We've had the pleasure of checking out so many cool products, and if the product is not here, it doesn't mean it's not good. Those are just the things that I have continued using and I plan to continue using down the line for the foreseeable future. I'm a big fan of checking out new gear as it comes out, so you can expect many more camera and drone and all sorts of tech product reviews coming soon on my channel, as it's a big passion of mine and it's something that I really enjoy doing. So I want to thank you for your support. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. This is Mike from Drone Supremacy. Never stop flying, and I'll see you in the next one very, very soon. Ciao.